We're wearing blue. We're predicting the blue. All right, y'all. So here it is. What do I think happens Sunday, which is in a couple days here, right? With Phillip Rivers starting. Maybe Leonard coming off the bench. Is that what this all was? Bringing Phillip over. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I told you in my recap video, and I made a whole separate video as well, which kind of blew up on the channel. Shout out to you guys watching it, but about the Colts being a joke, right? And this is one of the more laughing stock things we've had in a while. Anybody who's not a Colts fan in my job has been laughing at me this week. And I think they will continue to laugh. Let's get into the prediction. This Seahawks team is great. This Seahawks team is a team that fully healthy Colts, meaning Daniel Jones was starting. JT has a great game. Pittman gets a few catches, all that. They still might lose by a field goal. So when you take all that into accountability and you swap out the quarterback for a 44-year-old guy who can still sling the rock. He can still sling the rock. But can he take a hit? What I told my aunt yesterday was I want to see him get hit twice. And if he can pop up both times, I think he might stay, solid. But the team will not. There's so many underlying issues with this football team that I have stated before that I said the season was over 2 games ago. 2 games ago. Right after the Houston loss, I said, it's over, guys. It's kind of over. Sorry to say it, right? So let's be real about this. I think there is a time where this game is close, late, about 4.5 minutes. Defense probably gets the stop, and Phillip gets a chance with 2 minutes, down 3, and I think throws a pick 6. I do. Throws a pick 6 or throws a bad pick, whatever, ends the game as a 3-point loss. I really think it's a pick 6. Or one that goes close back to the distance, and the Seahawks go on to win by 10. I think they get a 2-score lead there at the end. They control the game the entire time, though. Colts never really have a lead in this game. They might have like a field goal lead at the very beginning, but that's it at most. I do not think this Colts team is good enough to control a game all the way. And I don't think JT is going to be able to run all over this defense because he hasn't been able to run all over any defense because everybody knows that's what's coming. Now they're going to know even more because they have a 44-year-old immobile quarterback. Sure, it's fun. I want to get hyped up. I want to be like, this is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. I mean, it's a great story. But then we have to look on paper at what these teams are. You got an NFC front runner. I mean, really one of the best teams in the NFC, the Seahawks. Okay, who might be a wild card team, but I'm going to tell you, nobody wants to play the Seahawks because their defense is the best in the NFC, and we already saw how the Colts did against the best defense in the AFC. Not very great. So I'm not thinking it's going to be different with a 20-year-older quarterback, So, yeah, I mean, to cut the fun and games away, I'm sorry. This is going to be an ugly game. This is going to be a game that I think, when I said, it gets cut down to 3, I think it's late. I think Colts are down really 10 to 14 most of this game. I don't see it being much of a competitive game because of that. I think they're going to lean heavy on the run game. That's going to kill them. Time of possession is going to be through the roof for Seattle. And as we know, that always loses the Colts the game. Now, I don't love to be a negative Debbie Downer like this in predictions too much, so I will give you the one case and scenario Colts win this game. If Phillip Rivers somehow, I don't see how this happens, comes out and throws for 3 touchdowns, 250 yards, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles, and JT also rushes for 1 touchdown and rushes for about 85 yards on the ground, the Colts win this game. That is a perfect scenario, though, for them. That means every single thing goes right. So, to put it in perspective, I don't see the Colts winning this game unless everything goes right for them. And in turn, I think a lot of things got to go wrong for Seattle. This is just a bad matchup, period, on paper. And I can't pick the Colts this week. Which, as you know, I probably wasn't going to anyways, because I said after that Texans loss, I'm not going to predict another win until I see things changing around the team. And guess what? I've only seen a 44-year-old come in at quarterback. If this saves the team, I will come here, eat crow, choke on my words during my recap on Sunday, be here for it. But I doubt I will be, and I'm sure it'll be the same old, which is Steichen play calls bad late. Taylor, we ran with him on 4th and 1, not 3rd and 1. Yada, 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 same old. Go Colts, as always. I do hope they win. I want to see a playoff run. But I don't know if this is it. I truthfully would rather have Riley Leonard starting, but looks like we're going with Grandpa Phil. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good time. Is out.